Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the UCLA Bruins taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Wolverines offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Fights off a defender. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, making a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
To the ground with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have its first possession of the game. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Fields. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Bruins will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Oh, it's out! The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Oh, look out on the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. There are some programs where just imposing their will physically in the running game is part of the DNA. I would say that is exemplified here at Michigan.
No doubt about it, Reese. So you better answer. You know this isn't about trick 'em. This isn't about space. This is about me lining up in front of you. You know what's coming. Stop it. That's a tough day at the office for a lot of schools across the country.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Oh, what a move. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Just about set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Fields. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The sure hands, it's McNamara. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Fields. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the back.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that first down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Delivers the contact. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Lets it fly. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the big house when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking for room. It's Preston. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Bruins want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Still looking. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Afterburner's coming. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. To the ground. He's got it again. Running with power. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down. And remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try it over the left side. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by just 2 over Fresno State. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Fields. Scrambling away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing his mitts up there, catching the football.
He wants to throw here on second down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the tight end. And that is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. Escapes the sack. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Fields. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Trying to impose their will with the run. A pickup of 8 now to convert this.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
And back to the air on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now they'll try the right side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 5 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. looking for a man. It's Fields. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Michigan! And the defense doing work. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
On second down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. They bring the punter onto the field now.
In other scores around the country, Slippery Rock, 49, Shannon University, 24.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And let's just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened.
He smashes his way through again. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, Dave.